and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're back with some more Too Hot to Handle. We found out in the last part that Poppy was a spy and that she's got an option to go and like leave the villa with all the money that she's earned. If you missed any of the last parts, I will leave a link up in the I button. But today we're back with Too Hot to Handle season 3. This is part 23 and Poppy has a big decision to make. So let's dive in, see what's going to happen. What would you do? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get into it. You could hear a pin drop in the silence as everyone waits for Bad Lana to speak. You now have 3 minutes to make your big decision. Leave with the money or stay and forfeit. Your time starts now. No, you swear you can hear the clock ticking down the seconds. Poppy refuses to meet anyone's eyes, but you can see the gears churning in her mind. Poppy, look, Pop, I'll go. The two words land like a physical blow to everyone in the cabana. Poppy stands a little taller, backing her decision. Tell me you're joking. Poppy shakes her head and laughs, but there's no humor to it. It's for the best. The best for whom? No one is asking you to leave. Jiraiya clears his throat and gives Poppy a friendly wink. You keep us on our toes, Poppy. What would we do without you? Poppy smiles sadly. Have fewer rules broken, I guess. Giselle is the only one who doesn't care to convince Poppy to stay. She quietly sits in the corner, watching everything play out. It's not too late, Poppy. Stay. I just can't. It's okay. It's better that I take my money and go. Kaz seems perturbed by the thought. But this is your chance to start afresh. Kaz is right. You can forfeit the money and join us. You don't have to be an outcast anymore. Join the dream team. Arvi steps up and rests a hand on Poppy's shoulder. This could be good for you, Pops. You don't have to be the villain in anyone's story, you know? You don't have to be a spy or a liaison or Bad Lana's puppet. You can just be Poppy with us. While everyone tries to convince her, you can only watch for her reaction. She somehow looks smaller, retracting into herself as if she doesn't know what to do with the support. Finally, she steps back with a hardened resolve in her eyes. I'm sorry, everyone. This is goodbye. Arvi rears back in shock. You're seriously gonna bail on us? Are you even surprised? All she knows is how to run away. Beatrice glares at him, then softens her gaze for Poppy. Don't listen to him, Poppy. We'd love for you to stay, okay? Poppy shakes her head sadly and then sniffles. Let's be real. All I did was cause drama and make messes. You're better off without me. You're reeling in surprise. Poppy is actually leaving. I'm going to wish her luck. You stand and make your way over to her. Despite the chaos she caused, you can see how much this is hurting her. I wish you the best of luck, Poppy. I'm sorry that it ended this way. You pull her in for a hug and she seems to deflate. I'm sorry too, Jessie. Bad Lana's announcement arrives like a cold shower. Poppy, your 3 minutes are up. It's time for you to leave the retreat. Her face falls. Well, I guess this is officially goodbye. Everyone stands for a final group hug. A tear tracks down Poppy's face and she makes no move to hide it. She gives you all a last apologetic glance before walking away. As Poppy disappears from the view, there's a mix of sadness and relief in the group. I can't believe she's actually gone. I have one final announcement to make. Some contestants groan while others are intrigued. I am now enacting Bad Lana's ruling period. What? Everyone's eyes widen. Bad Lana's ruling period. For the next 24 hours, any rule breaks you do will not deplete the prize fund. Some people seem elated while others seem completely confused. However, note that if you follow your hedonistic desires, there will be severe consequences. With that, Bad Lana flickers off. Matthias blinks. So, now what? Julian gets to his feet and grins. Isn't it obvious? We continue partying. Let's dance. I can be on board with that. After this announcement, I could be on board with so much more. Well, there is no one to stop you now. Some of the others follow Julian back to the bar. Giselle goes to follow the group, but Sean's words stop her. This feels like deja vu, doesn't it? Giselle turns to him with a quirked eyebrow. What does? This is the second time one of Julian's girlfriends has left the retreat. First Victoria, now Poppy. Pretty sure his mom left him too. You better watch out, Giselle. If Julian sets his sights on you, you might be next. Sean chuckles, but Giselle doesn't find it funny in the slightest. She scowls and plants her hands on her hips. Julian had nothing to do with either woman leaving. Don't start drama where there isn't any. She spins on a heel and storms away, leaving Sean looking startled. Why is she so annoyed at me? I'm not the one with egg on my face. I'm just gonna leave. Before he can ask you whose side you're on, you follow Giselle back to the party. Once everyone is together again, Julian grins and claps. Well, now that's out of the way. And by that you mean your girlfriend leaving? Julian completely ignores him. Are we ready to continue the sexy mystery game? There are whoops from the crowd, some half-hearted, some more eager. Harvey jokingly crosses his arms. Who woke up and made Julian the host? Well, bad Lana, I guess. He uses scissors to cut pieces of paper into hearts and squares. Same rules apply as before. Only this time there are multiple hearts, so multiple opportunities to smooch. I don't know, Avi. I like the way Julian's doing this. Me too. Thank you, thank you. Julian drops the pieces of paper into an opaque black glass. Make sure you don't show your shape to anyone else. Everyone laughs as Julian begins singing Shape of You while going from person to person. Everyone closes their eyes as they pluck a piece of paper. Okay, check. You're disappointed to find a square paper in your hand, no hearts. Now, lights off. On cue, the lights shut off, plunging you all into darkness. You stand and fidget, waiting for someone to come your way. Soft whispers and giggles come from all around you as people partner up. You can hear the shifting of the sand as someone approaches you. Their very presence seems larger than life, and you feel their energy radiating from a few feet away. A warm hand takes your own, and the person's long fingers thread through yours. With a gentle tug, they pull you forward, and you find yourself brushing against a firm, muscular chest. Without a doubt, you know your mystery kisser is Matthias. He whispers your name with a southern accent that drives you wild, unable to stop himself from speaking. Matthias's thumb brushes against your bottom lip, tracing the delicate skin. It's as if he's mapping out the route for his lips. Each touch raises the heat, each swipe traces another line, and when his lips finally brush against yours, it was well worth it. You practically melt into his arms. Matthias's tongue explores your mouth with delicate, curious flicks. I'm still curious as to what this whole Beatrice and Matthias thing was all about, because, excuse me, why all of a sudden is Matthias over us again? But he and Beatrice got down to some business before. Doesn't make sense to me. Every touch is deliberate. His hand wraps low around your waist, and the other gently caresses your cheek, stroking with tenderness and passion. Matthias angles his head to deepen the kiss. He moans low in his throat, and the sound makes you shiver. There's nothing sexier than this man's voice. Except for maybe the way he kisses you like he's savoring the moment. You throw your hands around his broad shoulders, trying to pull him even closer. If you could fuse this man to your body, you would. Instead, you settle for a hot, passionate makeout session in a tropical paradise. When Matthias pulls back, he kisses the top of your nose. That's very cute. You're sweeter than sugar, Jessie. The compliment makes you glow with happiness. Matthias pauses. Actually, I think I'll call you Sugar from now on. If you're okay with that, of course. You smile at him. When the lights come back on, there's one couple still making out. Oi, you two. Neither of you had the heart paper. In the corner, Beatrice and Matthias are still sucking on each other's faces. Okay, right. We need to chat here, Netflix. I am assuming at this point that Beatrice and Matthias are like the standard default couple. Did no one expect people to choose Matthias? Like, what is going on here? Please. I cannot with this. I cannot. How is Matthias gone from like making out with us to all of a sudden making out with Beatrice and having some sexy experiences with Beatrice while we're making out with him? Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand. I refuse. I refuse. When they break apart, they don't look chastised in the slightest. Beneath their feet, their square-shaped papers are half buried in the sand. Beatrice giggles. Hey, we're just making good use of Bad Lana's ruling period. Yeah? At Beatrice's words, Matthias smiles in your direction, clearly thinking the same thing. I hate to say it, but maybe we have to leave the Matthias route behind so we can make sense of this? Julian scoffs playfully. I'll have you know, some of us behaved ourselves. He holds up a square piece of paper but rubs his lips. Whoever that was. Julian purses his lips and makes kissy faces. Someone kissed you? Sean seems to jump to the same conclusion as you. He turns to Giselle and wraps an arm around her shoulders. Tell me you didn't, G. There's a fearful, accusatory tone to his voice that's almost impossible to ignore. Giselle steps away, looking affronted. Are you seriously asking me if I made out with Julian? Have you lost all your marbles or something? You aren't saying no, are you? I knew it. I knew it. But do I have to say this? Of course I didn't kiss Julian. Sean runs his fingers through his hair, looking frustrated. What else am I supposed to think, Giselle? You two hung out all the time. You laugh at his jokes and not at mine. Sometimes I wonder if you even like me at all. You cringe at the hoarseness of his voice. Sean is really upset over this. I'm gonna stay out of it. Again, it's not my circus. I think I said that in the last part. Immediately, you take a step back. This is definitely not my problem. Sean and Giselle continue to bicker. Alright, enough. Julian holds both his hands up. No one kissed me. I was just trying to make a joke. Sean's teeth grit together. Here's some advice for next time then. Usually jokes are supposed to be funny and adults are supposed to be mature. Yeah, grow up first and talk to me, you asswipe. With that, Sean storms away. Although the game could technically continue, it's clear no one is in the mood for it. Maybe we should all just get some sleep for now. Jiraiya's right. Beatrice scratches her cheek. These masks are just getting itchy anyway. I can't wait to take everything off. Everything off. Thanks for the warning, I guess. Matthias laughs and takes your hand and leads you towards the villa. The mood in the bedroom is still subdued as everyone gets ready for bed. A small movement catches your eye. Jiraiya is in his usual bed, passing the spot next to him. You bite the inside of your cheek, thinking. On the other side of the room, you notice Arvi relaxing on his own. But when he sees you looking, he smiles. Where should I sleep tonight? I think we should sleep with Jiraiya. We haven't made any moves towards Arvi. Is this bed taken? Actually, it is. A playful smile lights up his face. I was hoping I'd be lucky enough to share a bed with the most gorgeous woman here. How presumptuous of you. I'd like to say optimistic, and since she's standing right in front of me, I'd say my wishes came true. You laugh and pull back the covers as you settle in. Jiraiya wraps an arm around you, letting you lean your head on his chest. You hum in contentment and snuggle closer. So cozy. I wish I could spend the next week in your arms. He chuckles softly and kisses your hair. That can be arranged. Jiraiya turns to you so that your back is against him. His arms wrap around your torso, holding you close. You sigh, intoxicated by the sheer proximity and by the electrifying warmth of his body. Then you wriggle against him playfully. Careful, Jessie. What? I'm just trying to get comfortable. Is that so? Jiraiya's hand strokes over your lower stomach. If you really want to get comfortable, I have a foolproof method. A shiver ripples through your body. Care to paint me a picture? It involves my tongue against you and your legs wrapped around my head. When you look back, Jiraiya's eyes grow dark and full of desire. It's not a usual sight, but it's one you want to get lost in. The way he wants to get lost between your thighs. Do I want Jiraiya to go down on me? I think yes is probably. I think it's a good idea if you ask me. I'm just saying. You wriggle against Jiraiya again, your thighs squeezing shut in anticipation. Now we have already gone over what Bad Lana has said. We have made sure that we have, taken advantage of her ruling, but at the same time, maybe we shouldn't have, because didn't she say there were going to be consequences, or did I misread that? He shifts so you're lying flat on your back, and his eyes burn into yours. Jiraiya, tell me what you want, Jessie. His hand slowly trails down the length of your body. You squeak a little too loudly, but thankfully no one seems to have stirred. He slips beneath the covers, and you feel his lips graze against your inner thigh. Where do you want me? He asks. Do you want my lips here? He nips at your inner thigh. Or here? His voice is filled with gravel as he leans forward before pressing his lips against your core. Your hips buck against his face, even through the fabric. Quickly and mercifully, Jiraiya pulls your bottoms down. This is the Jiraiya experience interlude. I don't know if I should be reading all of these moments. I've had some weird comments, so thank you for those people who have left the weird comments. But also, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, so I'm gonna avoid posting them here. But yeah, if you are someone who is not usually my target audience and is watching these to be creepy, please don't. Thanks. Once you're feeling like you can breathe again, Jiraiya emerges from beneath the covers and smiles. Feel relaxed now? Asks Jiraiya. Very. You chuckle before resting your head on his chest again. You snuggle closer, completely relaxing in Jiraiya's strong, warm arms. And soon, peaceful sleep overtakes you both. The sweet smell of breakfast food wakes you from a deep sleep. You sit up, shocked to find that Jiraiya has transformed the room while you slept. Huge tables of food are set up, and there's even a massage table with oils, rose petals, and toys you've never seen before. You realize you're not in the retreat at all. You're back in your own home. Jiraiya appears by your side with a huge bouquet of flowers. Oh, Jiraiya! You fling yourself into Jiraiya's arms, who then disappears in a plume of smoke. You shoot up in bed, startled by the spooky end to your dream. Before you can even begin to decipher what it meant, Julian comes skidding into the room. Everyone quick! There's an orgy happening right outside! Well, I don't think that's true, is it? So we wished Poppy good luck, like 33% of people. 36% of people asked Poppy to reconsider. 31% of you were glad to be rid of her. 35% of people stayed out of it and didn't talk to Sean, but 65% of people called him out. Like 57% of people, we slept in Jiraiya's bed, but 31% of you slept into Arvi's bed and 12% decided to sleep alone. We also, like 87% of people broke the rules but didn't spend any money. 13% of you stayed good. And I say, how do you have so much willpower? I love it. I need some, please. Thank you so much for watching this part. I really appreciate you and I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to see more of those spicy scenes, let me know. I'll go back to reading them and just cutting out like the very intense bits, but let me know down below what you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. If you haven't already, please do give this video a like, subscribe to see more, and turn on your notifications so you know every single time I upload a video. A massive thank you to our wonderful channel members whom, without you, I would not be able to make any of this possible. So thank you so much. And members, if you want to see the spicy scenes, I might be able to upload them just for members, so let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.